Guys, it's been a hot sec, but life update, I have a job. If you've only been watching my YouTube videos and not my TikTok, then you probably wouldn't know I have a job, but I do have a job. Second update, I'm going to Amsterdam, like right now. I'm about to get an Uber to the airport, so I'm vlogging it. Noonie.
Oh. Can you even see me?
Yeah.
Welcome to Amsterdam, guys.
Good morning. I'm in Amsterdam. I didn't film yesterday because, full transparency, we landed, checked into our hotel, and went straight to a coffee shop. So, oh, the lighting, it's so sunny. But yeah, we went straight to a coffee shop, and so I could not film after that. Also, yes, I'm listening to TV in Dutch. Do I speak Dutch? No. No, but there's nothing else on, and I love me some American dads, so that's the vibe. But we're gonna go up to the pool, get some coffee, and then we saw this really cool like acai bowl place when we were driving over, so we're gonna go there. I'm not actually allowed to film here, but wait, let me take you up here actually. This is the fucking view. So we're staying at Soho House, Amsterdam, and this is the fucking view from the rooftop. Get real. I'm so in love with this city. I came here when I was 18, and it was the first time I ever traveled by myself, and it just holds such a special place in my heart. But like, look, there's a pool there. Anyway, I'm gonna go down to my room because it's absolutely freezing up here. I'm just so happy to be back. So we're on our way to breakfast. It's midday. However, we have been distracted many times and we just went to Comme des Garçons. We were gonna buy matching t-shirts, but there was a size situation. But oh my god, he was telling me about the Stussy stores and the collabs, and I was like, are you single? Are you single? But I obviously didn't ask that. And then we met a guy from New York in there. But yeah, Nor, get your bag in. We're CDG girlies, and now we're gonna try and find the place that we wanted breakfast at lunchtime. So true, Amsterdam. Remember this one, guys.
I wish it was more aesthetically pleasing though.
Hello.
You definitely like edited it on Canva.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay, so we're going. Whoa. I look like shit. We're going for dinner. We're going to tacos and tequila. My girl doesn't drink. I drink only tequila.
You have to tell them they have halal options.
Oh, they have halal options. So Noel's very excited about that. But
Shut up, I literally sound so fucking quick.
No, it's so fine. So yeah, we're going to get dinner and then we're going to a museum. Is it the Mocco Museum?
Yeah.
And it looks so fun and fresh on Instagram, so very excited for that. But honestly, I've already had a picante today.
You have to tell them about the hotel.
No. So, anyways, I already had a picante today, and that's probably why most of today isn't vlogged, because you can't film in Soho House, and I was sipping those picantes. And actually, we're just kind of slumped from traveling yesterday, but we're getting back into our grind. Girl bosses take Amsterdam. That was so cringy. Bye, you never heard that from me.
That's what I need right now.
I'm the school of life.
No, because honestly, where's my will?
I'm the school of life. I'm the school of life. All you've ever needed to learn is right here, in this little egg. We're here. Tacos and tequila. Yes, pop that paracetamol. Woo, turn up. Okay, we're currently in the Mocco Museum after our din-dins, and someone recognized me from TikTok, and it's made my day. It's so cute, because like, I'm in a different country. And it's like, people actually watch my videos from different countries. Like, I can see that by the statistics, but like, not statistics. What's the word? Demographics?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, demographics. But it's so crazy to like have it in person. So I'm extremely grateful. But yeah, we're currently in the Mocco Museum and it's so fucking trippy in here. Morning, I look an absolute mess. Yesterday after we went to the museum, we literally Just went to a coffee shop. I got a space cake that did absolutely nothing. So then we went back to the coffee shop. But today we have a lot planned. We're gonna go for breakfast at this, it's called like Amsterdam Rainbow Bowls or something like that. It just looks so aesthetically pleasing and so good. So we're gonna go there and then grab coffee and go to the Fault in Our Stars bench. I remember when I first came to Amsterdam in 2017, I went there and I just sat there and cried because like I love that film so much and that book. But we're gonna go there and then I think we're gonna head to the tulips, even though it's not open because I don't think they've blossomed yet, but we're still gonna check it out. And then we're gonna do a bunch of museums. We have a lunch reservation book that I'm very excited for. And then we're gonna walk around. I wanna go to the red light district because when I was last here, I was way too scared to go. I don't know why, but I really wanna do that. And yeah, I need to get ready. This is such a horrific angle, so sorry. But yeah, let's get on with the day. This is today's breakfast location. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh my god, obsessed. Fucking obsessed. Pig! No, go on. We just had to figure out the tram system. There's no Oyster cards here, baby. We failed. I didn't know it was morning with the mask on. But now we're heading to the Fault in Our Stars. That's it, right, there. And we got coffee. So we're at the Fault in Our Stars bench, and fun fact, when I came here in 2017, I landed, and this is the first place I came, and I sat here and cried. Because John Green did a number on me with that book, he really did. But look, perhaps okay will be our always. I guess. Okay, so I put on my Instagram stories yesterday asking for recommendations for dinner, and we didn't actually end up going to any of the recommendations. We went out for tacos, but a common thing was Lolo, and so we couldn't get a reservation last night, and there aren't any reservations for tonight, so we're here now for lunch, even though it seems very heavy. It looks cute. It's so nice here, so nice here. Oh my god, if you come to Amsterdam, come to Lolo. Haven't eaten the food yet or tried any of the drinks, but the people here are so nice, and that's enough for me. That is actually enough for me. This is the walk to the toilet. Very scared. It's 4 AM and we are in the airport. Oh my god. Our flight's at 7 AM, but they said there's delays with security, and on the way here, like at Gatwick, I got taken into a room for a private screening, so not chancing that. But have I even mentioned that I've been ill this whole trip? Not a cocoa, obviously, had to get a fit to fly test, but yeah, I've got some throat situation and now I sound really congested. Anyway, Nora, do you know where we're going?
Didn't you say 28?
Oh, yeah, here.
But there's no one there.
Speedy boy. Well, let's figure out how we check Nora's bag in, because I just brought a backpack, because I pack light. Nora brought a suitcase though, which was very beneficial because I could put my hair gel in it, which clearly I have not used today. Oh my god, it sounds so different with my hood up. Anyways, morning besties. After so much kerfuffle, we're finally finally heading to our gate. Oh, I'm completely out of focus. Hello. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. I'm just gonna be out of focus because it's 6 AM and I don't have the energy to figure this out right now. But we're heading to our gate and finally going back home. I'm dead.
Cut the camera.
Cut the camera dead. I want to die. Hello my babies. Oh my god, wait. I've got teeth whitening strips in, so if I sound weird, that's why. Yeah, I'm back home. Back home from Amsterdam. Had a great trip. Let's do a little catch up. Sorry, I'm really like holding this out because it keeps moving. I really hope it doesn't fall. Anyway, yeah, let's do a catch up because I obviously haven't posted a vlog in a while, and also I haven't posted a podcast in forever. All I've really been doing recently in terms of social media is TikTok and I guess like Instagram, but I don't know, like Instagram really isn't my jam, but yeah. Anyway, so I got a job. And I work, I don't know if I can say the company that I work for. It's like a massive company and I'm really proud of it, but like I don't know if I can like specify because it might allude to, no, fuck it, I work for ITV, okay? I am a content coordinator, like social assistant kind of vibe. Definitely not a social media manager. I've had a bunch of people be like, oh my god, like I want to go into social media managing. That is not what I do. Like I don't have any talent or anything. Not like I don't have any talent. Well, like I don't have any talent, but I meant like talent as in like celebrities or influencers that are signed to me. Like I don't have any talent signed to me. Yeah, anyways, so I work 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 till 6 in a really cool office. It's a WeWork, so it's like an office with a bunch of offices for people. I know that during the pandemic they got really big because of work from home and people didn't want to work from home, they wanted to work from offices so you can rent out space. But yeah, we currently work in a WeWork because I work in like a subdivision of ITV that's I don't know how to explain. It's like a startup, basically. It's like a social startup. I've only ever heard of like fintech startups and finance startups and stuff like that, but it's a social startup. Yeah, and I really like my job. Apparently I'm good at it. Who fucking knew? Imposter syndrome in full force. But I had this holiday booked from way before I got offered the job, so I think most workplaces do it, but they just like honor any holidays that you have booked. I'm also technically freelance, so that might have some bearing on the fact that I could just take a holiday 2 weeks into having a job. But I'm like super excited for this new chapter of my life. I don't know like where it will lead. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know how long I'll stay there. I don't know if they want me to stay there. There are like a bunch of questions in the air, but I super like it. I love it, whatever. But it does mean that like I can't post as much as I used to, and also a massive chunk of my day is spent in an office, so like what would I film, you know? So I'm gonna try and film more on the days that I have off, and I feel like it's a really good way for me to like encourage myself to do more on my days off, because yeah, like obviously I'll work out on my days off because it's actually kind of difficult to work out on the days I have work, even though tomorrow I have a 7 AM Soul Cycle class, start work at 9, very scared, but whatever. Yeah, I want to like do more like fun things and like get out of my comfort zone a lot more, and there's like a bunch of cool like avenues that this can lead me down and stuff, but it also does mean that like I can't go to as many events as I went to before, or like I don't know, there's like a lot of things that have changed, and I'm really proud of myself because I think literally a few months ago, like in September when I dropped out of uni, I was like, wow, fucked it, like this is it for me. I'm never gonna have a job. Like I'm literally gonna be living in my parents' house for the rest of my life, and like I'm still living in my parents' house, but I don't know, it was just like a really scary time because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I just knew that being at uni, especially in the middle of a pandemic, was not a good idea. Saying especially with teeth whitening strips in is very weird. Oh my god, I look crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I just knew that I couldn't do that, and I really said to myself, like, I'm just gonna give myself this year to figure it out. Like, I don't have to have a solid answer at the end of it, but I just need to figure it out. I want to dip my toe in as many things as possible. I've always been that person that was like, I want to do everything. Even when it came to hobbies, like when I was younger, I literally did everything. But now, as an adult, I'm like, well, there are so many paths that I haven't explored before, and a lot of them are creative paths because I was in such like a rigorous like essay format lifestyle prior to this year or even last year. I was just so set on being a lawyer and like a politician and like all these very non-traditionally creative paths, and now like I work in a creative field and and make my own content online, and I love it so much, and it's something I never really could have dreamed of, and I like exploring this. And who knows, it could be my forever career. It could also be something that leads me to something else. There are so many things that I still want to do, so many things that I haven't done yet. So this is fun, this is exciting. The adjustment of like being able to post all the time to not being able to post all the time is something I'm gonna have to figure out, because I love posting videos, I love making TikToks, I love making vlogs, and so I still want that to be such a massive part of my life, and it won't stop being a massive part of my life, but I just need to figure out the balance between it. So I'm like brainstorming some ideas on how I can keep everything, if not the same, very similar. But that's where I've been, and then I took a holiday. So here we are. Just got back from Amsterdam. I know I already said that. And I think I have a few more trips booked for this year, which is exciting because I did not travel once since the beginning of COVID. Like, I did not travel at all. I went to New York in December of 2019, came back in the middle of January of 2020. Then I went to Italy when I came back from New York, and as soon as I got back from Italy I had exams, and then we went into lockdown. So that was nice to be back in an airport and back on a plane and like see other parts of the world, because it's really easy, I think, like specifically with lockdown, to just forget that there is like so much more to this life, because I've just been trapped in London. Like, even when I went to Farmhouse a couple weeks ago, it was like, wow, like it was so nice being in the Cotswolds and like not being so like trapped in the city bubble. And I did go to Wales at the beginning of the year, but like it was for work, like I was filming something, but even then it was like, oh my god, London isn't the only place on earth, as much as I like to think it is. But yeah, I'm really trying to find the balance right now between everything that's happening and like what I want for myself and what I want to produce for you guys. So bear with me. This is super exciting for me, and like, honest to God, would not be happening if people didn't watch my content, because that's actually how I got offered the job. But yeah, happy to be back. I hope you enjoy this vlog, and I love you all.